I certainly have. One neuroscientist predicts there will be a medication to prevent Alzheimer's within the next 10, maybe 20 years. Doc Siegel is with us to explain. Now, is this a vaccine? Is that what I'm hearing, a vaccine?
That's one possibility. Now, let me explain this because it's really exciting news. Alzheimer was first characterized by Alois Alzheimer back in 1906, and it's a disease where you lose your memory, you have a problem with behavior and executive function, meaning you can't make decisions. And it's affecting over 5 million people in the United States right now, not to mention caretakers of them, and it's a family disease, and it's getting worse and worse. Here's what we found that's so exciting, Stuart. Beta amyloid, the protein in the brain that clogs up the brain, forming plaques, that's associated with Alzheimer, we've now found that blocking the formation of that can be a cure. And when I said vaccine, there's some work going on in the Jenner Institute in Oxford, in the United Kingdom. How's my accent? Oxford.
Not bad.
That shows that you can give a blocking of the protein that's forming. You can get the immune system to literally fight that protein. And it's looking like Alzheimer's is an autoimmune disease. It's genetic. You're more likely to get it if it runs in families, so you're more likely to get it if a relative got it. And then plus, it looks like something inflammatory happens in the brain, and then those plaques form. And if you can prevent the inflammation from being caused in the first place, you've got your cure. We're on the road. It's working in mice.
But that's a long way away, 10 to 20 years. That is a long way away.
I think that this scientist is right. I'd say 5 to 10 years.
5 to 10.
There's been some great work going on in Georgia. They've been using stem cells, and they've been using these antibody vaccines.
Okay.
I say 5 to 10 years. Now, when I say cure, let me tell you what I mean by that. I mean preventing it from occurring or delaying it 5 to 10 years. That's what I'm talking about. If you could delay it 5 to 10 years, that's an enormous help.
Suppose you've got this plaque in your brain already, you've got Alzheimer's, and you take this vaccine or whatever the treatment is, could it reverse it or stop it in its tracks?
Brilliant question.
Yes.
I think that it would slow the progress and to some extent reverse it, yes. And using growth factors, nerve growth factors like stem cells is another way to enrich the area of the brain that's starting to break down. So we're seeing slow it, reverse it to some extent, and the vaccine is going to prevent it. I absolutely believe this is going to be the case in about 10 years, now, 5 to 10 years.
Do you, look, a lot of older people, myself included, forget names. I mean, I do. I mean, I forget people's names.
My name is Siegel, by the way.
I know, Doc Siegel, I got that. But do you have to have some kind of brain scan to show that you've got the plaque in your brain to prove that you have Alzheimer's? And you're just not getting a little forgetful?
Well, so here's the answer to that. Neuroimaging studies, SPECT scans, PET scans are improving greatly, MRIs. So now we're being able to find it earlier. And what can you do? While you're waiting those 10 years, what can you do? Eat a diet rich in fruit and vegetables. Exercise more. Lose weight. Because those with heart disease and those who are obese and those who eat junk diets and those who are sedentary are much more likely to get early Alzheimer's. So exercise and eating right, guys. You're never too old to do that. Start today.
You know what, Siegel? You're on a roll. You're on a roll.
But you have a little salmon in the morning. You're in good shape.
Yeah, but you're on a roll. This week you brought us very good news on cancer. And now on Alzheimer's. That's good stuff, Doc.
We're finally figuring out Alzheimer's.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much indeed, Doc Siegel. Thank you.